you know about Talented Kids. Season 9 came off. We took the young King Clef, Samuel Owusu, to the Dubai. He went to chill out there. I had a conversation with Judge Benny, and you should take a look at this. Conversation about the budding talent, the fast rising star who's taking the world by storm. He's the winner of Talented Kids Season 9. His name is Samuel Owusu, but he likes to be called Young King Clef. One of his sharpness and wholeness, a judge on the show, an educationist, a master musician, composer, and a singer himself, Benny Yate. On the stage, they call him Uncle Benny. He's joined us here. Uncle Benny, thank you very much for coming.
Nice
Good to have you.
Good to have you.
First off, how does it feel to know that people you shaped, sharpened, and honed are rising to the top? Not so long ago, DJ Switch met the French president and other greats. Now Samuel Owusu is touring the world.
I mean, it's such gratifying to know that at least for putting in that little effort, it gets maximized, and you see, you know, these young talents launched into stardom. You know that you and I, growing up, we didn't get this opportunity. So the whole motivation is to ensure that what we didn't get during our days, today we make those provisions for these young talents. So at least they find new meaning to live.
Right.
You understand? So we just want to reduce the social vices on the streets, get these children to be more aware of their God-given talents and how best they can, you know, get them harnessed into greater impacts to society.
Samuel Owusu is just got back from a tour of Dubai. A big fast surprise came to him, some goodies as well. For you as an educationist and a coach for life, what would be the plan for him from this point forward?
Yeah, I think in the first place, coming forward to the audition, going through the various episodes to the point where he emerged the overall winner.
Right.
I think it does not end there. That's just the beginning of his stardom.
Okay.
And there are certain elements that need to be put or invested into him to ensure that that dream becomes a reality.
Okay.
And one of the key components is the exposure.
Okay.
As much as he's such a fine talent, believe you me, if he doesn't get that exposure to work on his self-esteem and self-confidence, you see that the same, you know, talent that we celebrate so much here, he meets different, you know, talented children from other parts of the globe, and he will coil up because he lacks self-confidence, or the self-esteem is quite low. But once we begin to work on these things, he gains a better self-consciousness. That really goes to energize him to even do more than we are seeing.
Right. We'll talk about that more because I'm interested in seeing them fly high. But take a look at how Samuel waxed in the spotlight out there in Dubai. Concept Warai has more.
Beat Bank.
It is spectacular. The experience is very, very good. We went to Dubai Mall, Dubai Aquarium, Ferrari World, the Desert Safari, you know, a whole lot, the Burj Khalifa.
The Talented Kids Season 9 winner touched down on Saturday afternoon after days of touring some of Dubai's amazing attraction sites. The tourism destination is highly regarded for its breathtaking attractions and ultra-modern architecture. The versatile rapper visited destinations including the Burj Khalifa, the Palm Jumeirah Beach, as well as the Palace of Sheikh Mohammed, the Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of the Emirates of Dubai. Beaming with smiles, the budding talent described the experience as breathtaking.
You know, it's very good for me to, you know, get exposure.
The young rapper had a spectacular experience enjoying a camel ride at the Desert Safari. Also on the trip were pupils from the British Columbia College.
Visited Ferrari World. We went around a lot of rides. It was so fantastic. It was epic.
It was so great.
And what about you?
It was very fun.
Samuel's mentor and Talented Kids judge Benedict Yate was particularly excited about the adventurous experience at the IMG World.
A wonderful experience there. We went on several adventure
programs, and it was fun. Indeed, we had a fantastic time.
Beyond the fun, the exposure, according to the educationists, will help boost the self-esteem of the promising rapper.
In contemporary education and child development, giving the children the relevant exposures really work on their self-esteem. It works on their self-confidence. There's a thin line between the African child and then the Western child. They can do so many things, but because the Western child has a lot of exposure, normally they dominate over African children. But giving this boy such an experience, trust me, he can now match every child from any part of the globe because he's seen it all. It wasn't like watching it in movies or seeing it on TV. It was a wonderful experience.
Samuel Owusu's family were at the airport to welcome him.
And as always, we trust Concept Warai to bring you all the fine details there. But in studio with me is Judge Benny Yate. Judge, we're back from the break. That was exciting, if you ask me. Absolutely. And I must commend you and your team. You do a lot for these children, right. Shaping them, training them, putting them under fire and pressure just to get the best out of them. Then right. One would ask the question, Samuel Owusu's confidence is already skyrocketing. Why do you need to still have training programs for him after he's become king?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important to, even as an adult, you need to regularly, develop yourself, upgrade yourself, sharpen your skills so you maintain your space. So as young as he is, if we are not careful, he becomes complacent so early, and soon this fine talent we are seeing will begin to fade out. Because day in, day out, new ones are springing up.
Okay.
I'm sure after those who watched this season, seeing Samuel and what he did with Sarkodie on the grand finale, they are really, poised for action. I'm sure we're going to see greater and finer talents come the next season. So if Samuel doesn't step up his game, soon his skills will become obsolete. And we don't want that. We want to always celebrate these ones. We feel very proud to see them that, look, creating this small platform for them, we are being able to churn out such great and fine talent.
What is it that you tell them? I'm curious. DJ Switch is part of all the razzmatazz, the pump and pageantry. Still has gone back to school and is doing very well. We checked her books the other time. She's doing very well.
Absolutely.
Samuel is going back to school. All the others are going back to school. What is it that you tell them? Because people get a little fame and they don't want to go to school anymore.
I mean, we always advise them that, look, in life, you need two things. If you have the nature, that is how God brought you into this world, your talent and all of that, then the nurture, the training and the development that you are given. If you put these together, you become, a successful individual. So it's important that they don't just dwell on the fact that, okay, I have talent, so I'm going to stop right there. No. Look at Awal from season 1. He's now, he's a big star, but he's still pursuing his academics at the University of Ghana. And I mean, there are a lot more. Mamiesi, I can't just list them.
The list goes on.
It goes on and on. But you see, the most important thing is we do not want to just create that platform for them to come and show their skills. We nurture them into stardom and then they forget about school. No. You, Johnny, you sit here, you are such a multi-talented guy. So am I. You know what we do.
I know.
Exactly.
When you sit behind the organ, it's a different matter.
Absolutely.
Altogether.
But not many people know that about me. Because they see the professional side, the academic thing. I mean, the things I love doing. So the same way we want to inculcate in these children that, look, it's okay to have a talent, but when you add that educational skills to it, then you become a more competitive individual.
There's a parent watching out there, there's another child watching out there who thinks that, look, when I come and Auntie Pauline and Uncle Benny and they are judging me and the guest judges, sometimes they put us in a corner and, they press us so hard. At that point, when you press them hard, is it that you've spotted something that they are concealing, or you just want to be difficult judges? What is it?
Yeah, I think Paulina and I, there's one common thing we share. We do not celebrate mediocrity. We believe in excellence in whatever we invest our time and resources into. So even though the children will come I mean, as young as they are, yes, we know they are young.
Okay.
But we believe if we challenge them, the more there's something better that they can give up. So we try as much as possible to massage their nerves, but still get to send out the message to them. So they will not be complacent. They will not stay at that level, because we want something extraordinary. We want them to grow on the show. For viewers, they are being entertained, so they are watching anything they see. Oh, it's fine, that's good. But when I sit behind the judgment table, the desk, I'm looking beyond entertainment. I'm here to educate, I'm here to train, I'm here to sharpen their skills. I'm here to, get them into final products. Something that is worth celebrating. Let me quote something DJ Switch said some time ago, I think in this same studio. She said, me in particular, she and the contestants at the time, during her season 8.
Season 8.
I mean, she made a confession here that they never really liked me. Because,
why did they like you?
Because I was too technical. But soon after the show, they realized that indeed, if they should follow the pieces of advice I render, it will really bring them nothing but the best outputs.
And so this was when she was only 9 years. She could see this.
She could see that. So sometimes, yes, we want to have fun, we want to entertain ourselves, but we want to get them to something that we can sell out of Ghana. And that, for me, that is my motivation. I don't want us to celebrate them just locally, but something that we put out there and everybody would want to.
Globally. And that's how we'll wrap up the conversation. You were in Dubai with Samuel Owusu and lots of other kids. I could see that he had matured, and now he had a chat with you, and more like a father to son, a big brother to a small brother relationship.
That's
At what point did you break the judge and contestant link to have the brother to son situation?
I think even during the season, the relationship as a father and son existed, not exclusively to Samuel, but to all the contestants. Off screen, when they walk to the table, I mean, we share pleasantries with them. We let them know what they need to do more, and because prior to their selection, we normally don't know any of them. But we just look objectively to what they do, what they showcase, and if we find it appealing to what we are looking for, why not? We give them the nod.
How come you play with the high and mighty? I've seen you play the church organ in very high places. Then you come down to talented kids. These are children, 8 years, 7 years, some very young, and you come down to their level. How do you do that? What's the trick?
I mean, educating young ones, developing young ones is a passion. It's something, among the many things I do, one of the greatest things I cannot depart from is, investing my time and resource into seeing young children develop into fine adults. So, I have really done a lot. I am an educationist. I have studied issues relating to child psychology and all of that. So I know how to really get to the children, get a message to them, to bring out the best in them in a manner that will not be harmful to them, in a manner that they will not rebel, but in the end, will get something better out of them.